Hello dreamers! 1 year has passed since I started this journey on YouTube. Time flies so fast, I know. I want to take a look back in the last 12 months and tell you the story behind the creation of the channel. Maybe together we will find out what I've learned so far. Let's look at the start. March 2020. You remember what happened, right? The pandemic hit the world and life changed completely. In that strange moment, I decided to launch my channel. Why did I do that? Well, I just finally felt it was the right time and I started making music again at the end of 2018. And I also started to help John with the designs for his channel in January 2020. To be honest, I started watching YouTube regularly in the middle of 2019. Yeah, I know. Before that, I wasn't aware of the subscribers, YouTubers, playlists, etc. To that moment, YouTube for me was just a place to find some cool music or some recipe or maybe a helpful tutorial for something. Then I found out about the upcoming Wheel of Time TV show and I started searching for information everywhere. And on YouTube I found a small group of people creating Wheel of Time videos. And this is how I actually found John's channel. At the time, he had this strange intro with just 2-second, one-tone sound. It wasn't the music at all. And I just felt I needed to help. And that's how 2 of my new pieces came to life. And in January 2020, I sent him a message and proposed him to make a collaboration. He started using the pieces as intro and outro music, and I also made a better version of the intro a few months later, and I'm actually really glad that his channel has grown so much. I think that together we make a great team. I'm also making the designs for the videos and his Facebook page. And later I made more collaborations with other Wheel of Time content creators, and I'm actually very pleased to make more of these projects. This past year was very productive for me and I gained a lot of knowledge and I actually realized some crucial things. I tried to make a list and here it is. And sometimes I change the topic, please don't mind me. First on my list. I want to share my music with the world. I managed to record most of my old pieces created in my teenage years, but I also composed new ones, better ones. Also the thing I was most curious about, is my music good? Are the other people going to like it? I think they do. I listened to a lot of other composers in this last year. I joined several composers groups and professionals told me they like my music. Yay! Then I finally felt more confident about the things I do. Second on my list, I want to make more music and I want to learn how to write for other instruments, not only the piano. This was something very new for me. I downloaded a notation program called MuseScore 3 and then I started experimenting. Writing for strings, flute, harp, organ, drums, etc. This was a totally new and exciting for me. Later I started also using a digital audio workstation program. It's called Reaper. And I'm doing it the way I feel it, the way I heard it in the music I like. I don't have any professional knowledge about it, but I know I have this gift because I'm born this way. When I listen, I just hear things. If I can explain it like this, I kind of see music. third on my list. I started composing inspired by specific themes. I wrote intro music for podcasts and YouTube channels. I also developed different methods of writing music, especially now that I have a new laptop and I can use my piano for it. Here are the 4 methods. First one, I can write playing on the piano and writing in the notation program. I'm creating the piece bit by bit, like composers usually do. But I can also write without the piano. The second method is just putting the notes on the sheet and also using a lot of other instruments. Another way to do it is that I can now record directly from the piano a MIDI file. I did that a few times, first with only the piano, later I added other instruments. I use the power of improvisation. When I have it, I really like the results. And also there is a 4th way. This is what I'm trying to do right now. I start the piece directly in MuseScore 3, but later I'm transferring it in Reaper and I want to finish it there using the piano and my new instruments from the BBC Orchestra Music Library. I'm not sure what instruments I'm going to use yet, but this one is still in progress. Okay, let's go back to the list. 4th on my list. I used to sing in a choir before the beginning of the pandemic and I really miss going to rehearsals and singing on stage. And I really love to sing, and to be honest, I wasn't confident enough about it, but a few months ago I also started composing and performing songs. Wow, this was really unexpected, I know. I had a dream one night and that's how it all started. I dream every single night a lot. Well, I don't always remember all of my dreams, but sometimes they are so vivid and they give me ideas and inspiration. 5th on my list. I learned a lot about video editing and a little bit about making animations. Years ago I tried to make an AMV, anime music video, and this was my only experience till 2020. I wanted my pieces to have good videos, not only an image for background, and I think that with the time I learned how to do it, and I like to watch my videos actually, not only for the music. The most difficult thing is to find the right footage, and sometimes I change my ideas when I can't find what I'm looking for. 6th on my list. I like my own music a lot. I like to listen to it, to play it, to create it. Sometimes I'm very addicted to some of my pieces. This was happening before with songs of groups I liked, like Queen, Roxette, Backstreet Boys. But with my own pieces, this was totally new experience. 7th on my list. I have dedicated fans, people who support my creations. I never had fans before. Okay, maybe one. I had a friend of mine years ago. We were singing together in another choir and she wanted me to record on my cassette player my old pieces because she liked my music. Later, another friend transferred them on a CD, and when I moved to Spain, I left it in Bulgaria. Then I wanted it back and I requested a friend to rip it for me, but the CD was badly damaged and the last 20% of every piece were lost. Good thing I remember them, with one exception. I don't think I can remember the end of that piece ever again, and I don't want to write a new one. Let's go back to the topic, sorry. Now, I have fans, not only my family, and thanks to them I was actually able to buy a new laptop and make better music and designs, and it was shocking for me that I was able to do that in 2 months only with the help of these dedicated people, and I want to thank all of them for the support. It really means a lot to me. Thank you, dreamers, you are the best. I couldn't do it without you, and I'm very grateful for all you did for me. Thank you. 8 on my list. I like collaborations. Before starting all of this, my main hobby was organizing anime events and cosplay competitions in Bulgaria, and I always had this ability to find the right people for the things we wanted to do. Now I'm using this skill again. I love to make collaborations with Wheel of Time creators. I make designs and music for their podcasts and YouTube channels, but mostly I like the creative projects, like writing the songs we've made with Carolina de Modret. Creating together gives a lot of motivation and joy. 9th on my list. I can't create all the time. I know this is a strange point in this list, but this is the truth. I need to recharge. I started a few pieces, but I can't get the urge to finish them. The changes in my life are so many in the last 3 months that I'm still adjusting, and I put my energy mainly in my everyday job. When I'm calmer and when the weather is warmer, because right now it's not, even though it's April, I will start creating again. I promise. Right now I have this energy I want to use, but I just can't figure out what is it I want to do. It's like I have the fuel, but I don't have the right vehicle to reach my destination. Last week I found a really great music library with Celtic instruments, and maybe this will help me out. My 14th birthday is today, and also I think that this is what I need as a gift. I watched a 2-hour tutorial about this library and I'm really fascinated by it, and I want to try it out. I want to make Celtic music because I always loved it. If you want to help me out get this gift for my birthday, you can check out my coffee campaign. You can find the link in the description below. And finally, the last on my list. I learned a lot and I found many great friends all over the world. And I'm confident that I want to continue making music and growing my channel. I used to be a very melancholic person, and in the last year since I started this project, I transformed completely. I'm feeling more alive than ever. All my life I was searching for the thing I want to do, and when I was a child I wasn't aware that creating music is what I desired to do. Playing was a torture most of the time, and I'm glad I learned to do it. Now I feel so happy I have this skill and I can finally appreciate it. Yeah. Probably there are things I missed, but I think these are the most important lessons from this last year, and I want to use this occasion to ask you, which are your favorite pieces that I created? Please let me know in the comments below. Thank you very much and see you next time.